Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Thanks for joining me today as I share some beautiful card ideas you can make with the July 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Sweeter With You. If you would like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards or see any of my other alternatives, you can click on the playlist in the top right corner. This is the second alternative card I'll be sharing with you this week. I love the 3 panels at the top, giving a great background to the die-cut strawberries. If you are new to my channel and would like to continue to see all of my paper pumpkin alternatives, make sure to subscribe using the link in the bottom right corner. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin subscription, please use the link in the description below to subscribe. So I have already pre-cut the patterns from my card bases that came in the kit. If you would like to see the cutting measurements and like a template to help you cut each card base, you can check out the tutorial on my blog. And you can pre-cut everything and then put them off to the side so that you can make the cards each day as I share them. So for these cards, they are cut to, let's start with the big one. This card base pattern was cut to 2 inches by 2 inches. That's this piece. Then we have 2 inches by 1.5 inches. And then our last piece is 2 inches by 1 inch. And then our pink and orange plaid piece is 1 inch by 4 3/4 inches. And then it's all going to go on a piece of strawberry slush cardstock that is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And then we also have a pool party strip that's 3/4 of an inch by 5.5 inches. And that's all you need, plus your card base and some die cuts from the kit. So let's go ahead and start by adding these things to our strawberry slush. It's going to have about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, so keep that in mind. Whenever I add panels, if they're the same size or different sizes, I usually will start with the outside pieces first. Try to get that right spacing along the outside edge. So that was the 2 by 2. This is the 1 by 2. And it's going on the right side. And again, try to match so that we get about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then I take my middle piece and I'll put that in last because I can match up the pieces. So I can match the top and then make sure that the spacing on the left and right are about the same. Okay. So we're going to get something that looks like this. Let's go ahead and take our pool party piece, and I'm going to banner cut or fishtail cut the sides. So I've cut a little slit, maybe it's 1/8 of an inch or so in the center, and then go from the corner to the top of that slit to get that fishtail look. And repeat on the other side. And then this will just go right in the middle here. If you have your, like a grid paper or glass mat, you can use that to kind of make sure it goes on there in the center and in the middle. I just pop it right on top. There's no overlapping here. I don't know if you can see that. It's just laying right on top of that plaid piece. So for this greeting, we're going to use the Hello Friend stamp that came in the kit. This is a die cut that also came in the kit. So it's already cut to the shape that we need for our greeting. It's kind of nice to have pre-cut greeting die cut so we don't have to fussy cut. Ink that up really well in your garden green ink spot that came in the kit. and then just stamp it right in the center. Nice even pressure. And then let's add this with dimensionals. If you like the big size, you can keep them full size, or if you like to cut them in half so you can get more from that pack, you definitely can do that. We're going to put this in the center of our card, or at least try to. The panels at the top kind of make it feel a little off center because they're each a different size. So just kind of look at the bottom and try to center it. I want to take some twine. This is some linen thread. You could use white, black, gray, green, any color twine or linen thread that you have. I've got 20 inches and I am going to hold up. So we're going to wrap this around, but I wanted to get it to look like a double wrap, but without wasting linen thread on the back. So to do that, I need about 5 or 6 inches to tie my bow. So I'm going to put my ends together and measure about 5 inches or so. So that's what I need to tie my bow. And then that's going to go on a glue dot. So I've got a glue dot right at about 5 inches. Let me double check that. Yep. From the ends of my twine. And I'm going to put that right here in the corner of my greeting so it's stuck down. Then I'm going to evenly, oh, it looks like I need a little more thread. So let's go down to maybe 4 inches. Instead of 5. So 4 inches. Put it back on that glue dot and then evenly space that linen thread underneath the greeting and the pool party piece so that a little bit comes off on each side. Just make sure that didn't move too much. I thought I felt it come off. Yeah. Okay. On the back, we are going to add some tear and tape. So this might look like it's more work than it is, but it really isn't. It's just, for some reason, giving me a hard time today. Okay, so we're going to flip that over, and right near the base of that pool party piece, go ahead and add some tear and tape. Right along the edge here. And then you're going to carefully wrap that linen thread to the back. Okay. There we go. So now we have a double looking piece of linen thread underneath, and we don't waste any linen thread in the back. And we can go ahead and finish tying this. So start with just a knot and then go to a bow. There we go. That's very cute. I love that. So now we can add it to our card base. I just have thick basic white cardstock here. I'm going to add it with liquid glue. You could do dimensionals if you wanted, if your twine is a little thicker or if you used ribbon. I'm just going to do liquid glue. Make sure to put a little bit on the back of that ribbon or twine so that way it holds it in place and doesn't pop off because there's a little bit of tension there. So this is what we've got right now. Very cute. And then we're going to add, I have got 1 large and 2 small strawberries. One of the large, or I guess the large, and one of the small are going to get dimensionals, and then we have 2 flowers. One will get dimensionals and the other will either get a glue dot or some liquid glue. For that large one, tuck it under near the greeting on the left side and add the flower with the dimensional as well, having it overlap just slightly on the left side. Super cute. For our strawberry, start with the one with the dimensional. It's going to go in this little area here between the F and the D. Make sure that it just barely kind of tucks under there so you're not hiding a lot of the strawberry. Then take your glue dot and add the second one up above it with just a little bit overlapping on the left side, and then your flower is going to go on the right side with a little dot of glue as well up there. And your card's all done. If you want to add any embellishment, some rhinestones would be super cute with this card as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this beautiful alternative today using supplies from the July 2025 paper pumpkin kit. If you're interested in getting written instructions, seeing measurements of the cardstock, or getting the template for the cutting of the card bases from the kit, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.